We are back. Let me just do like a quick audio check just to make sure that everything is functioning well. Hopefully it is. They are, thankfully. So, unfortunately, last week when I said that I wanted to continue this fan art, hopefully at the background phase, like I'm already done with everything, but so far, in reality, I have not touched it that much other than like this like few outlines. Because I got caught up with a few things in my personal life, unfortunately. So my smartass could not do much progress. So here we are again, with only like a little progress since last week. But hopefully with with like my newer sense of how do I say this? Well, let's just say that with me wanting to be more mindful of how I like do the strokes, do the lines. Hopefully I should be swift with my progress. What I do want to do for this artwork is maybe less about the not traditional, but like the usual outlines and colors, but I mean, I would say that it would still be the same, but not too uptight about like the tidiness, I guess. I wouldn't say that I'm trying to do like sketch like quality, like sketching style, but I am trying to not stress myself out, let's just say, and keep hindering myself basically. As much as I want to say that, oh, I can't continue doing this project, or I couldn't make much progress with that artwork, it's mostly due to myself. Even if I do have the time to continue my art, unfortunately, with the way that things have gone so far, it's not gonna be as fruitful. Even if I do have the time. I mean, I'm hoping that it's a lot less now, since even with like yesterday's stream, like where I only drew like, again, just 2 sketches, like 2 topics worth of sketches, but I have learned that even if I've still spent the same amount of time with like my drawings overall, I do find that my outlines, like the result of my outlines and like the anatomy and whatnot, are a lot more desirable, like more satisfactory, because the frantic outlines, like frantic strokes, can only carry me so far. Now I would spend the same amount of time redoing the lines, and then I would end up not being happy with the final result anyway. So being able to kind of slow down a lot and be extra careful and deliberate with the strokes that I'm trying to do, it feels much better and it looks much better. Like, to be honest, I also feel like I should be, I guess, quote-unquote honest with my lining, I guess, my outlines. Instead of going out of my way to always do perfect lines, like properly weighted, but that is through like filling and erasing manually. Like even right now as I'm talking, it still doesn't give me like the lines that I want. So hopefully like this time, like I can just pull the lines down and kind of join these 2 ends. Oh no, I forgot my train of thought. But the point is, you know, more deliberation, more mindfulness, so that when I'm done with the outlinings and I do the colors, like the outlines that don't look too stiff. And the other thing that kind of annoys me a lot. I annoys myself. Like I tend to annoy myself a lot, right? So what does that? Like the biggest cause is usually. I mean, there's a lot, but I guess the biggest one could be the fact that my outlines are basic, but my colors are trying to be more realistic. I mean, it could work. That kind of style could work, but I'm just way too frantic before. I'm hoping that I could change that. And I am once again using my old tablet instead of my Android tablet, because my Android tablet tends to be laggy and I don't want to wear it out too much. At least, like, I'm trying to wait until I could get proper grounding for my PC. And, well, I guess good news is that my brother is getting his own PC, like fully built gaming PC. So, hopefully, I could also bother him endlessly about trying to get like proper electrical grounding, or I guess rewiring or like redirecting some of the powers so my PC doesn't like get constantly short-circuited. Yeah, but yeah, wish me luck. I think I'll try to keep bothering my own brother. But yeah, also I guess. Oh wait, I can't believe I actually lost like my train of thoughts when it comes to like the outlining things, because my hands are unfortunately very shaky, so I can't pull like lines exactly the way I want it. It doesn't matter what tablet I'm using. I cannot use that as an excuse like, oh, I use an old tablet that doesn't have a display, blah blah blah. No, even on paper. Is this Minecraft? So hello Zero Break over on Twitch. No, this is not, unfortunately. But yeah, again, something outlining. My hands are shaky, so I cannot do clean straight lines. But instead of like going out of my way to waste more time to do unnecessary lines, I think I would just leave it be. Like, if my lines are shaky, that's just gonna be how things go. I have not gone back to playing Minecraft in years. By the way, if you're still here, Zero Break. I don't think I should say it while I'm live, for my own safety. Nothing physically dangerous, but yeah, just, you know, not the legitimate copy of the game. So I stopped touching it. I mean, even to this day, like, the price of Minecraft has not gone down, so. I really don't know if he's still here, because I'm... Yeah, he... I guess he's a he. but I'm quite curious if he still streams and if he still streams like PvP games. Let's just say I'm being quite nosy. Alright, so he's gone. Never mind. I thought I could be like bombarding him with like questions. So I guess not. Oh god, the headache. I thought the headache would be gone. I think I can finally go back to my line of thoughts again about the lining. But I think I already said what I need to say. Yeah, hopefully. Like my plan with this kind of art is not just for like commission sample, but I'm hoping to use this as wallpaper. And I guess nearly a month ago I had a discussion with my friend, and she suggested Freeren. So I'm hoping to also draw her next, if I can get this one done, correctly. I believe the anime is on Prime Mobile, so I should be able to watch it first. It's a great segue to just a random thought that I had. Not exactly random, to be honest. More so, I came across a thread post about people, I guess, making fan art of characters or shows that they don't really care about. Which I guess is an interesting topic to discuss. Because I guess I'm saying I guess a lot tonight, so expect that a lot. It is quite interesting because to be honest, we have discussions talking about making fan art of certain franchises, at least with my friend, at least me and my friend. And I don't know, I always still fall back to maybe a franchise that I would at least like, or at least I like the characters, but that's the only thing that I generally would do. I did tell my friend that I guess you can also see what fandom is trending, but if you don't like the characters or the show, you're gonna be miserable. You're gonna get engagement, but you're not gonna enjoy it in the long run. I know I wouldn't, especially if I don't know anything about the show or the characters. And if I do that just to basically gain engagement, I'm gonna be fucking I guess like annoyed, very annoyed, because I don't actually know what the fuck is going on within that franchise. Might as well just watch it, yeah? So when my friend like suggested Frieren, I figured I have Prime Mobile. I could watch that first and then see what kind of fan art I could do. But real talk though, like not a justification, but I have quite a lot of characters that I like from different shows, games, even anime, but I very, very rarely make any fan art of them at all. Even the Undertaker from the same series as this character, the last time I drew Undertaker was when I was in high school. And high school was years ago. Like over 10 years ago. So, I don't know. The franchise is old at this point, right? Very old now. But I still have only done like small drawings of like pencil drawings of Sebastian Michaelis back in the day as well, like years ago. And I've only done like one fan art of Gintoki, Sakata Gintoki from Gintama, and I've only like drew a few from Attack on Titan. So yeah, I think there are times where people prefer characters individually. Like maybe they don't really like the series. Maybe they think the character's design is cool. There are times where maybe they like the show, the characters, the world, but they don't really see it as a subject for an artwork. Also, sorry if you can hear like a very loud engine noises. But yeah, it doesn't always mean that someone is like trying to infiltrate. Mind you, I don't know what the discussion actually went, like what direction it went on that original post I saw on Threads. I'm just like giving my 2 cents. Like just real talk, as someone who has considered doing stuff like that. Even if I started from like, yeah, I don't care about this series, I just want to draw these characters for engagement, for follows, I will still end up like, okay, let me just see what the fuck is going on, like with this franchise. I will still end up watching it. think it's a bit too stiff. I mean, I guess usually when you are locked in this kind of pose, it is expected to be stiff or rigid, but I think it's specifically just me making the fingers bend in a less realistic, comfortable, realistic. I guess realistic is more accurate. I'm trying to fight the headache, which is probably not a good idea to be like having coffee at 7 p.m. while you're trying to fight a headache. I just couldn't resist. My mother bought I guess rare. This is the first time we have this like coffee brand. At least this is the first time for me, so I couldn't resist. So I just have to have the 1 cup of 7 p.m. coffee, even though after tasting it, it doesn't really feel any different than the usual coffee that I have. The hands are too small. Right, so other than that, I think other than the headache, I truthfully hope that I'm not gonna have to deal with like being like jittery or like being too filled with energy, even though I'm ready at any time to crash. Gonna try to use perspective. No, I can't do that. No, I cannot do that either. I think I should be able to fix this later, but for now I just need to get the size right. Now I lied. I'm gonna see, it feels stiff. Oh, oops. Yeah, so I notice it. I see it now. I see it now. Hold on. First is just the elbow. Arm is too apart. No, sorry. The hand is a bit too outstretched. Angle is not right. The hand is a bit too like towards us, towards the camera, I guess, the camera view. It's very stiff, so I guess I'm gonna have to sacrifice. Oops. The only justification I have for this, if it still looks very rigid, is the fact that the man looks quite lanky due to the size, I guess, of the clothing he's wearing. I already forgot what the name is, but it is one of the traditional clothing. Can I even say traditional, or just rather like old and much older, since it's supposed to be during the Victorian era. here comes the squiggly, wiggly lines. I'm gonna try to minimize this action. They're like trying to fix it, so I could, you know. So there's less time, you know, constantly adjusting and then being unsatisfied. Being unsatisfied anyway, that is truly annoying. Unfortunately, I guess sash, can I even call it sash? I don't know, but it's gonna have to go lower. It's cut off basically. Oh, I was supposed to also pull up one more reference, but I may have forgotten. Okay, hold on a second. Yeah, and this one is just to look at the full body, but the clothes are a lot more different, like an entirely different outfit altogether. But I guess it helps with his body proportion. I'm gonna have to change the brush again so it doesn't look stiff. I guess my point would be like for the outlines to not look definitive, like somewhere between cleanup and somewhere between sketching stage and outlines. I'll be able to edit the thickness later. Jesus. All right. I can add the folds, I guess, more accurately if I at least get the shape right. And it just doesn't look right, even though it should. Like the hand should be slightly tilted towards us, towards the camera, but it does not look correct. Maybe it should be the inner part here that gets tilted a bit more outward. Yeah, the arm's gonna have to get cut off. Oh well. It just, for the life of me, I cannot justify the ways the arm looks sometimes. Even though it's like not the most outrageous anatomy mistakes or like anatomy errors, but my eyes just don't know what arms are supposed to look like. How about I leave it as is first? This is gravity defying again. Sorry, I'm trying not to talk too much because my headache is specifically on like the front left side, like just around the brow, and that usually happens because I don't drink too much water, or I don't have enough sleep, or both. So I'm trying to kind of prevent myself from worsening the headache. But I think I don't have that much to explain, because usually at this point, at least like with the facial feature, I guess like there's really nothing that need that much tweaking anymore. I say as I resize the eyes, at least like for the eye size, not eye size, I am resizing, I mean for the eye shape. I don't think I want to change it again, because if I do, I'm gonna think that it looks even less like the actual character, and I'm gonna lose my shit. And by losing my shit, I'm gonna Control Alt Delete, Control Alt Delete, Control A. Alright, that's the joke's kinda ruined because I misspoke the first time. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to change the background noise because it's pissing me off. Not the one on the stream, by the way. The one on the stream is fine, or should be fine at least. Oh, I'm gonna also double check. My bad. I'm supposed to change the songs, but I made a mistake. Can you see how unprepared I am? Now I'm gonna change my background noise. I unfortunately had to make dinner right before I stream. Not right before I stream. I had to cook dinner and then ate dinner, then I have to prepare for stream. What's funnier is that I already pushed the time back by half an hour because I wanna at least like have the programs all up and running. I wanna have OBS on, standby. Then I proceeded to still look as about unprepared as I could be. very thin waist, but now I have to like kind of guesstimate. My God, is the proportion correct? Hold on. Just quickly try to make sure the body is correct. It's also kinda a bit challenging because he's supposed to be kinda bent a bit forward, so it's supposed to kinda more like this. So God, I'm losing my mind. This is what happens when you try to do a pose that aren't created based on any in real life references. So the arm should be lower. Trying to make sure the folds also look more natural. I should also just do some brief outlines for the background. Wrong layer, should be this one. I have thankfully found like a few images from a variety of kind of archive site or kind of educational sites that help preserve a bunch of old images from back when, back to Oh fuck, I forgot what the word actually is. Let's just say back during the Victorian era. So this would not be the correct one, I guess, because I still need to actually study what each of the images show, like the specific furnitures, the wall decorations, the fireplace. So it was just be kind of like roughly. This is not even this isn't even the sketch, but you get it. Just roughly. This would be like the content. Right now, there's a mosquito trying to harass me. Okay, let's just make sure. It's just the estimate. I don't want to give too concrete lines. Sorry, lines that are too concrete, because I still need, again, to pay attention to the photos. But I did read something very interesting when it comes to the way people, I guess, decorate their homes in England during the Victorian era. And I believe it was mostly middle class folks. I forgot if it's the same case as the other classes, maybe the lower class. I don't think the lower classes did that, but what I'm talking about is the middle classes. People tend to have a lot of chairs strewn about the parlor room, or like the lounge room, I guess. It's just chairs. Oops. There's like an old photograph of one of those rooms. It's just filled with chairs, because it's supposed to be for gatherings, like how we would now have, specifically living room with huge sofas, or at least like a 3-seater, if not a 4 or a 2-seater, and then there's one singular sofa. But there were also, sorry, I was yawning. There were also a lot of pictures. Oh no, a lot of pictures. They were like hung on the wall. It was cool. Just learning that, you know, seeing, not just learning, but more so seeing that houses back in the day, you know, were actually homely. It looks very messy, sure, but it is very homely. It was nice. I think just looking at the reference, I think I'm just not used to like a very long face. Like this is purely aesthetic for purposes, to have like such a long and narrow face. I cannot do that. Not good enough. Okay, maybe this one I would need at least a pencil tool. Let's see. I think it's too small. Okay, I think I also got why my face looks weird. I also realized something. I'm trying to figure out how to make this side of the sash to look good. No, I should not delete that. Oh yeah, unrelated to what I'm doing right now, since I mentioned Amazon Prime before, I finally watched the Fallout show and finished both seasons of it. So previously, when I was, by myself, probably rambling off during stream, I mentioned that I wanna someday get to my videos of talking about certain games like Fallout New Vegas and Monster Hunter Wilds. And what I want to talk about specifically when it comes to Fallout New Vegas is Fallout show and the episode, the season that basically take place in New Vegas. At that point, I still had this kind of like vague, outsourced opinions of like other people, and I was about to make more broad opinions, like broad judgment of the show instead of the opinions of someone who actually watched the show. So I guess that by actually watching the show, now I'm allowed to have an opinion. But yeah, let's just say while I do like New Vegas a lot, and I do agree with some of the sentiment that people have when it comes to Bethesda's iteration of Fallout games. I think there were genuine flaws in like some of the writings, but I don't know if I should say it's exclusively tied to Fallout or if it's more of just the typical annoying style of like writing a script. And I don't know if it's just me, but I don't like when TV shows in general to always have this uncomfortably prolonged scenes. So hold on, just let me take a sip of water. Hold on. It's almost 9 p.m, so I think I'm gonna stop soon, but I will just end it on this opinion of mine regarding script writing. But yeah, while I was watching the Fallout show, I noticed there's just an unholy amount of prolonged scene on the actor's face. Just always 1 or 2 seconds too long. It's like, for example, someone is happy, like after they maybe say things like, oh yeah, sure, let's go do this, I'm down to do this, or like down, let's go here, and then just the character's face, the actor standing there just with a smile and just nodding, and then just complete silence lingering on like the actor's face, like of them like smiling. Same with like being sad, you know, being angry. There's just a lot of uncomfortable pronouncings like that. And I guess it's personal gripe. Again, this is personal gripe. This may be exclusive to the Fallout show, but other than the prolonged silence and lingering on the actor's expression, there was also this like habit of just using the old, very, very old songs coupled with the montage and constant montage. Slow motion as well. But with like the plot itself, with the decision that they took for the story, that is less of a, oh, this is so bad, blah blah blah, but I have deeper thoughts, let's just say. And if I do have the time to actually sit down and make a video about it, I would. But I would have to actually gather my thoughts. Probably have to rewatch it again. But that is much, much better than, you know, blindly just being joining one of those people being like, yeah, it's shit, it's awful, because you know, it's Bethesda who was basically controlling the plot decisions now, blah blah blah. It's way too easy to have like that sort of opinion, and I want to actually give proper thoughts. And I'm sure there's already like quite a good amount of videos that perhaps the Fallout show, but I'll have to see if there's I have to see if the ones defending the show are actually fans of New Vegas, because it's difficult. A lot of them, at least like the loudest ones, are like just annoying as fuck. Like, the lore is not perfect, yeah, and since basically none of the original developers are working on the games anymore, I don't see why you should be uptight constantly about how the lore is handled. And yeah, they also had a good amount of retcons as well, and I'm talking about the game too, not just the show. But even from the first and the second game, I believe there was, or at least from first and second to New Vegas. I believe the third one was, since it's already handled by Bethesda, they were trying to do their own spin-off of the story. But yeah, if we're going to say something sucks, I would say that the third one is not great in terms of like actual choose your own adventure, or like decisions have consequences kind of thing. Because in the early release of Fallout 3, when you're near the ending, if you're with your companion, especially Fox, I believe is how it's pronounced. If you ask him to, this is spoilers, but you know, if you ask him to do something that he should be doing, he instead says like, no, Even it's like his whole character is supposed to be kind of like, I'm gonna do this for you, I'm gonna sacrifice myself for you. But then up to the very end, suddenly when you ask him to do something, he's like, no, this is not my destiny, this is yours. So no, that's what. So they, I believe after like a lot of complaints, they finally updated it. But I forgot if I believe he did, after the update he did agree to enter the final area of the story. It was just so goofy. Like that one, it deserves to be criticized, because this is not about like continuity or the canon of the universe. This is just bad writing. This is not how you should write a choice-based games, consequences heavy game. And with the Fallout show, I guess instead of like, you know, rattling off my thoughts kind of all over the place, I'm just gonna say that the story feels like if you play the game the first time without knowing anything about Fallout games or any games related to it, where skill check matters, the skill levels matter, and you're just picking the first option in like the list of options in the dialogue box. That's what the lore of the Fallout show feels like. Because, you know, if you are already familiar with the games, like this is not the first time, maybe like this is the second, the third, the fourth, you are aware of what NPCs require, what skill checks, at what options, like the dialogue progression, you're prepared for the skill checks at least, right? So the show itself feels like if you are playing for any Fallout game for the first time, and you're just going with what you have in hand, aka if you pick a speech check and then you fail it, and then consequences is you have to kill each other, you have to fight each other. That is what the show feels like. And that's all I have to say about it. And yeah, unfortunately my Agni fan art is still very slow. Hopefully this is like the last time I'm gonna do anything to the fan art, I guess. Like there's not gonna be another attempt. I don't want to do that again, because I'll just never be satisfied. Let's just be honest, I'll just never be satisfied. Like, I recognize my skills are limited, and that's not what I'm fighting about. Like, that's what I'm trying to argue about. It's more so that things that I could change, I tend to overdo it. So even if I initially could do good at it, like, yeah, so even if certain parts I'm able to do very well, I'll end up fucking it up because I keep doing it over and over and over again. Like a non-art version would probably be like you are trying to you're trying to rearrange something, and then you thought that the first time you rearrange something is good enough, but then suddenly you're like, oh wait, actually, and then you just keep rearranging, and then nothing looks right in the end. That's just how I feel with my art half the time. So I'm gonna stop touching it for now. I'm gonna save it. And since this one is recovered for some reason, I'm just gonna overwrite the old save. But yeah, that's all I'm gonna do. for this Saturday. Hopefully more things are done next week. Yeah, because last week I was like doing one of those like management software thing, like build your own little storage system or like a project management sort of thing. So I spent like 3 days at least doing that, and then some personal stuff that I had to deal with. I still have to do it. I still have to deal with it currently, but hopefully it gets better. Hopefully I can do it well and quickly. At least the most important one is I can do it well. But that's all. I've been yapping a lot. Hopefully I can stream again successfully next Friday with my friend Forrest. But other than that, see you. Appreciate you for watching this far, whether you're watching live or the VOD. Yeah, thank you either way, but I have to go for now. Goodbye.